Hello, welcome to my video, Danielle or Lady D. Hope you all have had a fabulous week that's gone by. So with the week that is coming up ahead, this will be my collective reading for the collective for this week. So I'm doing it from the 1st to the 7th of October. This is going to be a very chaotic week, and when I was mentioning for my other videos about scams, and I even got up for this week too about being careful about scams and falling the traps, and here in Australia we actually have one of the our telecommunications companies have actually been targeted to do with people's information, so like cyber attacks. So it's in the astrology, it's there. So yeah, just be careful of any things coming up, because that's what I've been saying for weeks now. People to be careful of these certain scammers, and it's actually happened here in Australia this week. Okay, coming up a week ahead. Good news is we have Mercury, which will be direct on the 2nd of October, which will be, this is good. It's directing Virgo. So when we're getting to that Virgo energy, it is going to be about Virgo is our mind that we communicate. So Virgo is that nitpicky perfectionist energy. So, getting our communication, like thinking about us, could be thinking about our health, thinking about, our bodies, getting into being more active, eating correctly, and it's probably going to be a big emphasis on how we think about what food we're going to eat too, or our communication, whether we want it to sound correctly, or try and make things say certain things in a certain way. But there's going to be an opposite. So Neptune is actually going to be opposite to Mercury as it goes direct. So with this, there actually could be an element of where someone you don't talk to anymore, something could blow up, and communication with someone dissolves. It goes in some way or form. Then it can also bring about the delusion or deception. So this could be about like scams or people, because that's our mind as well. And Neptune in Pisces, it's mental health. So this can really find mental health this week could be really bad. Even with suicides, depression, anxiety, people may even make things more of an excuse with these things as well coming up. It's a very like victim mentality in the way we're thinking with this opposition. So just be careful of that this week. It probably is going to come a lot in even that victim mentality. We've also got Mars, which is going to be squaring that Neptune too. So with this, it's like with Mars, it's being motivated, but this can bring about, I guess, some sort of delusions in our networks, our social scene. If we're trying to learn, maybe we can't just learn something, or we're not getting our head around something, and there's a delusion, or something doesn't seem right. With this, it's like conflict. It could be more frustration, more anger, perhaps even violence. But it's like, what side of the fence am I on? We don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence too. So the media this week is probably going to be more explosive, or more deception and lies in media too, with these angles that are coming up. And then we've also got, to top things off, we do have Saturn squaring Uranus. So Saturn in Aquarius, which is again that technology, freedoms, individuals, being individual, humanitarian. Mix that with that Uranus, unexpected, unusual, to do with that Taurus energy. So it's our money, it's our surroundings, it's our environments, it's how we are comfortable. So again, it's unexpected things could happen with these things. We might find there could be more conflict around the world to people's freedoms. There could be, and this is where I feel like it's going to last for a few weeks. There can be more unexpected things, problems with our technologies, more scam. Be careful of scams this week and coming up weeks ahead. That and also the other transits with mental health as well. I feel like it's just things are gonna be quite like crazy. So with those delusions that's coming up. So what else we got here? I feel like people may even feel like they don't have a voice, like their opinions don't matter. Their communication is being like silenced, and they're finding it hard to get out what they need to say with this opposition. It's like we need to start every day fresh. Every day is a new day, and we need to start as being fresh and going out and just being the best that we can be. So with the scams, don't fall into traps. And I've got be good and be kind to others. Do something different, not done before. So we really need to look at doing new things, using that activation, motivation. And I feel like there's going to be a thing about running out of time. Like things, like it's like myself. There's things that I want to get done, but it's like time for me this year is just running out of time. That's going to be coming up this week. And it's going to be, but it is time to get up and be active. I've got here to get fit, look after your body, look after yourself. And I feel like it's a good week to visit water with this Neptune energy, like just to go near water, to observe or go into water if you can, if it's warm enough, or near the ocean. I just feel like it's going to be a good week to be near water. People want to escape, again, that mental health. I've got like it's about starting a new chapter this week, so it's time to start a new chapter, to start fresh, like new beginnings. I feel like, and it's a week of we want to be strong. We don't want to show people our weakness. We want to show people our strength and how strong we are, and that to move forward. And then I've got like use your spirit guides, your intuition. So it is a good week to also to use that, connect to spirit and to connect to your guides and to get that intuition moving, and so you can get the answers that you want to get to really sit and be still. That's coming up here. Okay, let's do some cards. That's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm really drawn to my cat cards. Let's see what we got here. I kind of feel like too there could be an aspect of someone being jealous of someone, like jealousy and envy can bubble up this week, where people are going to be really, I think, jealous or wanting what other people have, and spitefulness is going to come up. I feel like people just need to stay calm and stay relaxed. And it's like a little talking. It's also like this deception, like talking behind people's backs. You're going to hear whisperings and things may come out, and you're going to be like shocking, shocking truths that are going to come out this week into what's going on and what the real bigger picture is too. It's like we need to really be careful in what we say and how we say things, so that people are going to be overly sensitive and take things the wrong way. And it's like no matter what you're going to do or what you say, it's not going to make things better or make it right. So I just feel like that's something that's going to be coming up. I do feel like it could be a thing of love blossoming. We do have that Venus now and going into Libra, so Venus is at its high, at a high point. Libra is ruled by Venus, so it is about I feel like having those balanced relationships, but again I feel like it's about being with people that you can trust. And I feel like there could be a lot of deception even with like romance. If something doesn't feel right or you're lured, it's probably not going to feel the best. Here, let me just move my notes as well. Okay. I feel like that people are going to be lured. It's like it's lured, but it's like you're lured into a fight coming up here too, of what I can see. Like it's a battle, like you're really trying to work your way through. I feel like there's war heating up. War energy is heating up too with this Neptune and Mars energy too. Okay. All right. So it's like we're being, I I feel like we're being lured, but I feel like it's a trap. I feel like you're being lured and it's trapped into some sort of like fight or war. It's like which sides are you going to take? I feel like with people that it's like it could be people walking away, but if they walk away, it's like all is not lost. There is hope there. There is some sort of financial help coming people's way this week. Like I feel like you're going to hear some sort of announcement. I feel like this is more for America. I feel like this may be even to do with like the hurricane or the big storm that you've had. It could be some sort of help, financial help or assistance, something with that coming up. I'm not sure how your country works when it comes up with those things, but I just see the government and I see the storm. So I feel like with this card, it's about some sort of assistance, and there's money involved here with that, like cleaning up. And I feel like also I feel like this is like America, or in the world too, but it's like people are starting to fight back, and it's like, what about me? Because, everyone gives money or gives help to other countries or to other things that, and certain other politicians are asking for help. And I feel people are starting to really want, what about me? Where's my help, here? I feel like people are also lured to, it's like, make sure when you are moving on to a new situation that it is going to be a better situation for yourself. And I feel like people's like, there's going to be undecisive, like they're not going to know which way to turn, and it is about taking risk. And if you take that risk, I do feel like it could be a good thing for you. But people are preparing for some sort of war or fighting. There's manipulation at play this week. I feel like there could be a lot of people too feeling really bored and confused and really struggling to go further. But then I've got relationships, and I feel like it's going to be good with relationships who are like two in twos. Like it's going to work out for relationships this week. Things that are going to be feeling more true, and no delusion will last longer, obviously. But I feel like that if something ends, there's not far for something new to come in its place. People who are strong are going to go further, who are going to see past the veil or see the truth this week, are going to not be stopped. They're going to see what's coming and be more prepared. For those who are, I guess, not as strong emotionally and even physically, are really going to be caught by surprise and stuck in some sort of like trap this week. So we want to be careful not to get caught in any traps that's coming in. For anyone too. But as an aspect of really fighting your way out of fighting your way out of a situation that's been really tough. It's been really tough, and it's made you feel really insecure about something too. And I feel like it's about it's also about being open, and being smart, and being true. It's like with the world that we're in, it's this crazy world at the moment, and anything is possible. It really is. And even with this Saturn squared Uranus, it could really shatter what we believe in our stabilities, and what we ever thought made us feel secure can easily be taken away. Easily. And even with our financial stuff, October is going to be a very big month, especially when we get towards the end of it with the transits that are coming up. Plus we've got Pluto is going to come in direct soon, as well as Saturn. We've got planets going to be starting to coming back online. There's going to be more things coming up, especially with our financial systems. I had a client this week, and she wanted to know about what I saw for Russia and Ukraine, because it was affecting their finances and their work and stuff. And I told her, and as I'm saying things, it was like, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking to myself, my God, I do sound like a crazy person. But it's just the world that we live in. And I guess for what I see coming up financially is that we're not out of the woods by any means, and things are probably going to get worse because people are being blinded. people aren't seeing the whole truth because they're being fed where people are like, oh, it's okay, things are going to get better. I don't see that happening quite some time yet. And just look on this lady's face was, I think she thought I was crazy too. But she asked me, so I told her what I see. And that's where we are around the world at the moment. So it is crazy times ahead. Okay. Let me see if I'm just going to get a channel for you. So just see where we go. You're all very surprised about what's going to happen for people's securities, people belongings, and people what makes you feel so secure and so grounded in your world is all going to break apart. For no one can really see what is actually going to happen or when it's going to happen, where things are going to actually fall. The world around you is going to fall. For a new world is going to be emerging next year once Pluto goes into Aquarius. The world that you know is soon going to be gone forever, which is not a disaster as well. Everyone is worried about what will be and about the evil ways of the evil people in the world and what they want the world to be. In the end, what they want will not succeed, for the good will always win. The people will always win. For when people have had enough of the push, they will push back. And when they push back, things are going to change, and change for the better. You all need to know this and come together. For stability is not going to happen for at least a few more years until around 2024. Is to keep on the edge, keep on your toes, and it is good to be surprised. You all are here at this time to evolve and to live through these times, to see reality change and to go different things. You guys are living history in the making. Okay. Let's see what am I going to use the 4 cards that I'm going to use. I'll use this new deck. Every time I bought this deck, it was standing out at me, and when I first got it, I was like, oh, why'd I buy this deck? But it seems like every time I use a deck, a card pops out that I don't remember, because when I buy, I was excited when I buy a deck and go through all the cards. So let's see what pops out. And I always think, oh, I didn't remember seeing that card in the deck. So what card? Got 4 cards. So I got card 1, 2, 3, and 4. Card number 1. What's card number 1? Oh. Again, this is I had this card this week. It was like a moon energy. Came up for. With this card, I feel like for this week, it's like you don't want to listen. It's like a blame game going on, and you don't want to listen to anyone telling you lies and telling you fibs. You just want to see the truth. This is going to bring about some emotion with this. It's kind of like you want to escape your home or escape the reality that you're in. It's time that an aspect of wanting to grow up, but also wanting to, so you want people to speak the truth to you this week, and you don't want people to blame or you just don't want to hear any crap. You just want to hear good coming out. Your emotions, it could be quite stressed this week with this card. Card number 2, this card here. I don't remember seeing this card. See, it was a card comes out. Don't remember seeing it. This card here, it's like going trapped into a sort of vortex. You're being, it's like, but you're coming out more. I feel like with this week for you, it's about your confidence. Like you're getting your confidence back. You're having to go out, express yourself more. You're expressing your opinions. You're also, this card too, it's a sign of protection. There's also a bit of wishes, but I feel like you're being sucked into some sort of vortex. There could be more storms or weather, like unexpected weather events happening around you with this card. But it's like coming up with new ideas, new insights. But it's like things will change in an instant with this card. There's a lot of changes, but it's also going to be about being strong within yourself and bringing yourself forward. For card number 3, this card here, This card here, it's like something new is appearing before your eyes. Like there's something new going to come up. And I feel like it's just kind of going to appear like some sort of like portal that's coming up this week. Everything's been very dull and maybe bored and you've been tired, but it's time to change things up, do something different. It's like you need to feel some strength. I do feel like it's an aspect of the veil and like seeing through the veil and maybe seeing spirit. I do feel like there's a lot of protection around you. I feel like it's about trying something new, trying something different, and don't be scared to, because on the other side could be something that's really good. And then card number 4. It's raining again. Card number 4, which is this one here for you. With this card here, it's like it is about digging deep. There's a lot of emotion in this card, but you've got to be careful where you fall. So I feel like this card is like about mental health, and just be careful of your mind, where you're thinking. It's about trying to stay like thinking like light thoughts or thinking positive, and it's about recognizing what you think. It's about it's like sink or swim with this card. I feel like this week's going to be sink or swim for you. And if you choose to swim, you're going to be okay. You're going to get to where you want to go to. If you choose to sink, I think life will get a bit more, it won't be to where you want it to go to. It is about being careful of people who perhaps don't want the best for you as well. So avoid negative people with this card too. Okay, so that's it for this week. For those of you with I think it's Florida, over my friends in Florida, America, please keep safe with the storms that are coming around. This Uranus energy in Taurus, the weather is crazy. Just today I had sun, we've had a lot of rain and storms where I am myself, but of course if it's not safe outside, don't go outside. And I hope that you guys are all okay over there. In a couple of weeks' time, I will be at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival doing readings for 4 days in Sydney. If you're around, please come by and say hi. And it's always a lot of fun. They're long days, so usually they're from 10 till 7, but I think they're changing it from 10 till 6 this time. But it's still a long day to doing all the readings. So... And I'm at the shop, so I've got a few availabilities coming up this week, but I am mostly getting close to booking out, like I have been other weeks too. But I hope you all have a good week ahead. Thank you for your likes, shares and comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.